Yep, 20 days away, guys. 20 days, and we're moving into Texas, and we're taking this one because I love that one, and we're also taking Tupac. Poop poop. Hey everyone, how's it going? This is your boy Pablo once again, and today I'm gonna give you the 5 tips that I've used personally to move out of state. As you guys know, I'm moving out of state to Texas in about 20 days today. We have 20 days left, and I've used this list that I made for myself, and it's been helping me out so much that I wanted to share with you guys in case you wanted to move out of state, out of the city, out of, you know, if you're just trying to move. This list should help you out get organized, because organization is key in life. So let's start right on with saying number one. Number one would be doing some research. Doing research, whether you're moving out of state or out of the city, do research on where you want to go and why. This is one thing that is like main thing for me. It's like, why are you going to move? First of all, for me, it was my main reason is I'm bored and I need more social life and more things to do. So that was number one. And number two, I want to be close to the beach. Therefore, I chose a location that is going to be both sociable and is going to be close to the beach. So I got both. So I chose Houston, Texas. Hopefully you do the same and you choose a city or town or state that is going to be better, because the point of moving is just to, you know, improve or change scenery and stuff like that. So doing some research is key. So number one is do research, whether you're moving out of state, out of the city, whatever. Do research or where you're going. That's number one for you guys. All right, so number two is gonna be make up a budget list. Make up a budget list means get a paper and a pen and write down every expense that you're gonna have to do when moving. So technically, like the rent, the deposit that you're gonna have to put on the rent, electricity bill, whatever bills that you got to put in that apartment, and you gotta calculate 1 to 2 months of rent at least, because you're moving, so you want at least a little bit of space to breathe. So 1 to 2 months of rent, plus expenses of like renting the truck or moving your stuff and things like that. You're gonna be stress free if you already know how much you're gonna spend, instead of like, oh my god, I don't know how much I'm gonna spend. Even though the budget list is not for you to have a specific prices and like, oh, I'm gonna spend this much down to the penny. It's to have an idea only, remember. So write down everything that you need to write down for expenses of your moving, including the truck, the gas, the food, everything that you're gonna spend during this time. So that's number 2 for you guys. Keep a budget in mind. Woo! Alright guys, so tip number 3 is gonna be do research on what kind of apartments you would like to rent. Like whether you live in a house right now and you want to rent a room somewhere else, or whether you live in an apartment and you want to go rent an apartment. You should have a list of apartments that you want to see already, because I made a mistake of not doing that, and I had to do the research while I was there. Not that it's a bad thing, but it's like if you have a list of at least a few apartments you like to see, once you find the location that you really want to stay, like I found the Woodlands, I would already have gone to the apartments straight down, instead of having to look around while I was in the Woodlands looking at the city and looking at everything. I was also like looking for apartments right there. It's not a bad idea, believe me, it's not, but you will save time and money if you do it beforehand. Like I had to spend an extra day because of that, you know, like I didn't go straight to look and just to get my apartment and boom, go home. I had to like do the research for an extra day there, so I spent 1 extra day in Houston just looking around and doing research of which apartment I wanted to rent, which at the end of the day everything worked out perfect because I found one and everything. But like I said, this is just for you guys to understand how easy it is to move, and that is tip number 3 for you guys. Do research on what kind of apartment you would like to move in, so when you get to the city or to the town or whatever, you already know where to look and you go straight there. So that's tip number 3 for you guys. Alright, so by this point you should already have done the research on where you want to live. You should already have a budget set up for your moving, and you should already have looked for apartments that you want to possibly move in. So now step number 4 is gonna be going to the city that you want to move in and take the trip and visit and see how it feels. Like that's kind of like an obvious thing, but I still have to say it's still number 4 for me, because I went and took the trip down to Houston and I spent there a week to see if I really like the environment, to see if I really like the people and everything that I saw, and fortunately I did. But that's number 4, is going to the city and actually talking to people, meeting new people and making new friends if you can make new friends. If it's a little awkward, but we'll work something out. I'll teach you other ways to talk to people if you can't really talk to people. But when I went down to Houston, I talked to as many people as I could, bartenders, baristas, people who work in just places, police officers, I made a new friends that was my roommate when I went there, so we stay friends, as many friends as you can get, because you know it's good to have connections and to have people that you know you can just call and be like, hey, you want to have a drink or something, you know, just make new friends. And that's number 4 for you guys. Just make new friends, visit the city that you want to move, and have an idea of how it looks before you move. So that's number 4 for you guys. Okay, so by now you should already have done the research on your place that you want to move. You should already have a budget. You should already have the apartment that you want to, and you should already make one friend, or at least explore the city where you want to move and visit it. So the last tip that I'm gonna give you is number 5, and it's gonna be organization. Once you have all those steps done, it's time for number 5, which is organize the house to move. I did it room by room. So let's say I started with the closet, all the winter closet and all the clothes that I'm not gonna use for the rest of the month since I'm leaving. I already packed it all up and put it on the side. I've also did the kitchen, the pantry area, and the tool area, so I have everything labeled. So whenever I have to get the truck and get my stuff, I already know where everything goes. And when I unpack everything in the new house, a new apartment, I will put everything in its place so everything is organized and clean. And the only thing we have to do is unpack, and boom, you're ready to go. So that is step number 5 for you guys. Organizations is key, like I said. I hope this list helped you out, or helps you in any way if you're trying to move out of state, out of the city, or any kind of move out that you're trying to do. I hope this video helped you out, and if it did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome content, because I'm always uploading. Thank you so much for watching, and your boy Pablo is out. I'll see you guys next time. Pow!